to begin, feet firmly on the platform, and then ever so slightly feel the tension going through your legs before you start pressing. Once you're ready, those first 2 inches should be as slow and steady as you physically can make them. You're going as low as you can until your knees are at a 90-degree angle, moving gently. For breathing, what I'd like to see you do is gentle breathing, whatever you need to do to keep everything fueled. Your mouth and jaw should be relaxed, your face should be relaxed. And then as you press up and away from you, one powerful breath out, especially as the tension starts to build. Keep yourself moving slow and steady, ensuring that I should not be able to tell where one rep starts and the other begins. Your legs will start to shake, and that's okay. Keep moving. Keep it going ever so slowly and try to keep that tension through those muscles, making sure that when you push up, not to lock those knees out. As you can see, I've got just a soft bend at the top of the position. The goal here is to push to muscle failure, which is that point in which case, no matter how hard I try, no matter what effort is required, I cannot push it any further up. And in fact, just it's taking my maximum effort to hold it in position. And even at that point, it will start to go back down ever so slowly. Be mindful of your knees. As you can see, my knees are starting to go in a little bit. That should be avoided. If you need a pillow or something in between, that would be ideal. But if you can keep those knees strong, keep focused on that. Remember to breathe, and remember the burning sensation, that's okay. Just embrace it. Allow yourself to go through it. The key to this exercise is once you begin, you have your hands on the handles and you grip nice and firmly. And it's to feel the muscles that you want to work starting to take on tension, starting to very slowly increase the load going through them. Remember, the first 2 inches of this exercise should be the slowest and most smoothest of them all. Those 2 inches can take the most time. Then, as you start applying pressure, feeling and paying attention to the pads in your fingers, gradually pulling towards you, pulling back through your elbows, squeezing those shoulder blades together as you keep your shoulders down. Breathing smooth, making sure, once again, you are moving as smooth as possible. Where one rep starts and the other one finishes should be very difficult to tell. Keep your chin down, face relaxed, and breathing steady. When doing this as well, as you open and extend your arms, what we don't want is for you to lock them out completely, because then you'll lose tension going through you. So you always want to keep a nice soft bend going through those elbows. Keep the stomach braced and take your time. Very similar to the row, hands on the handles, and remember, we are feeling our chest muscles squeezing together even before we begin to push. And then very slowly, very surely, I want you to pay all your attention to the pads of your hands and then gradually start to feel the pressure increase and slowly but surely pressing away. And as you do so, try to squeeze those chest muscles together and try and put as much tension as you can through those arms. Even though you are doing a certain way, I want you to pretend that it's even heavier and you're keeping as much control going through it as possible. Keeping your breathing steady and slow. We're not locking out our arms at the top. We are still keeping that nice soft bend. And as you come back to this point here, you can see that I'm still keeping that tension through my chest. Now focusing on squeezing it and trying to bring my hands together. This exercise is not just about your lats and arms, but also your stomach. As you can see, I'm pulling the bar down towards my chest and then I'm crunching my stomach over the bar, keeping that trunk nice and strong. Then gradually leaning back and allowing my chest to open, engaging that core. As it starts to pull up, I pull down through my elbows, engaging my armpit muscles, trying to keep my shoulders down and begin slowly crunching over and hold for about 2 to 3 seconds before slowly going back up. As you can see, once again, the arms are not locking out and I'm leaning back into the move to feel that tension go through my lats and through my back. During this one, you're going to feel your arms burn out before your back, but that's okay. You're still going to be able to push forward with the rows exercise before this. This is a great building point to kick up your pull-up strength. During the shoulder press, make sure you have your hands, once again, nice and set. You are pushing tension through the shoulders even before you begin lifting the weight. As you can see, my face is twitching a little bit just because of the tension and the build-up of all the exercises before. But I'm still trying to keep my face as relaxed as possible and breathing, focusing on those muscles and keeping as much control as possible, as smooth as I can. And I'm breathing into it as I'm raising, forcing out that breath and reaching up to the top. Once again, you can see those arms, they're not locking out, they're keeping the tension in the muscles. If you lock out those arms, what will happen is you will give your muscles a resting point and then it has to rebuild that depletion. The muscles will start repairing before you're ready to let that happen. Here's a key thing. You see that part there?